If you're interested in FIFA Mobile, I currently have a second channel where we run a FIFA Mobile Road to Glory, link down below. And if you need any coins for Ultimate Team to get a head start on the game, head to the link in the description. Use the code TVM for a discount at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new player review and a brand new objective, which of course is the 84 for now. Correa, road to the final. Not difficult to unlock, really. A lot less than the majority of the objective cards. You know, like the Kunde was like 15 games. This is like 4, 5, whatever it may take you to do. Not difficult. But you do get a dynamic card. You know, he could potentially go... I mean, if Lazio, for whatever reason, make it all the way in the Champions League, or they get knocked out and go to the Europa, and they go all the way, this card could end up being very high rated. As it stands, 84... 4-star, 4-star. High attacking work rate, medium defenses. He's 6'2", which, I mean, in this game can be a very good thing. I don't really see an awful lot of people utilizing crosses as much as I did in the first week. You know, when people were like, oh, this game is so versatile. You can score doing this, you can score doing that. People have gone off that a little bit now. Yeah, you've patched a few things here or there, maybe making that super early cross a little bit less viable. I don't use it at all anymore. It after the first patch, it just seemed to lose its appeal to me. I don't know whether they actually did anything to it. It's just I stopped using it. People stopped using it against me. It's just one of those things. With that said, is a tall, strong striker really that big anymore? Excuse the pun. Is that a pun? Is that what a pun is? No idea. Well, let's find out, shall we? So 84 acceleration, 89 sprint speed. Initially, I mean, let's be honest, a hunter is what everyone's going to put on this card because you want to try and make him as quick as possible. 94 acceleration, 99 sprint speed with a hunter. It's a good chem style to put on him, but it's not going to fix a few of the underlying issues. And of course, the underlying issues being the balance, which is only 69, the composure, which is only 76. He does have good dribbling, very good dribbling actually, 91. And using that R1 dribble does feel quite nice in doing it. I mean, you know, you can feel very sluggish at times, and that's just part and parcel of being 6'2" in a video game that suffers from quote-unquote bad gameplay. You know, you can't really get away from that sort of thing. But 81 finishing is a little bit on the low side. That's definitely going to need to be pumped up. 83 positioning and shot power as well. I don't mind that too much. That's fine. Especially when you've got instructions on them. They tend to listen more often than not. And when the work rates go in their favour as well, which they do in this case, it's fine. Now, with regards to the passing, because he is a centre forward. Do you want to use him as a cam? Do you want to use him as a striker? Personally, obviously, I've used him as a striker. I think he probably works best there. His short passing is actually not bad, though. 85 short passing and 82 vision. If you decided, right, I don't care about using him as a striker. I've got Mbappe or whatever it may be, Ronaldo. I've got a better striker. Don't care. I want to use him as a cam. Maybe you like him as a cam. I mean, off the top of my head, the Maestro isn't anywhere near as good this year as it has been in previous FIFAs. It does refine the passing, does give him better reactions, which is nice. And of course, you do end up improving the long shots, which, if people like to take finesse shots, then, you know, that could be your bag. He does have a finesse shot trait as well, which is something that you may want to take into consideration. A lot of people banged on about for a while. We'll move into the gameplay. But a lot of people banged on for a while about that, the finesse shots are back. I don't see it personally. I can barely score any. I score 1 or 2 every now and again, but they're just sort of quite close range with really good players who are able to perform finesse shots quite easily, you know. This guy with 75 long shots naturally, yes, he has a finesse shot and he has 85 curve, which is not bad. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced of that. Some evidence of attempts in the video, but we'll leave it at that. In terms of a chem style, I mean, honestly, finisher, yeah, it's good, but it doesn't do enough to the balance, so I wouldn't bother. The Deadeye doesn't help at all. I mean, the Deadeye this year is the finisher of last year. No one ever used it, so there's no point. The Sniper, again, it improves the strength and the jumping, which is good if you're a cross merchant. Maybe, but no one is, so who cares? Honestly, the Hunter is the only way you can go with this. I'm just trying to think, does a Hawk do enough? I mean, thing is, if you use him as a striker and you put a Hawk on him, his finishing doesn't go up enough. You improve the long shots and the shot power, you get a little bit of extra pace, which is nice, the positioning's good, but you only get 86 finishing. And as a striker, I just don't think that's enough, personally. So you either go with the the Hunter, which is the obvious choice, or you just take the risk and you go... I mean, again, the finisher is just... It's not enough. Marksman doesn't do anything. Yeah, you either use a Hunter or you play him as a cam. Those are your options. You take it or leave it, really. But I mean, even 10 on the balance is up to 79. I don't know. I don't know what you do. You've come to the wrong place if you want advice. Is he any good? No. I mean, he's all right. He's not bad. It's one of those cards that it needs upgrades. It really does need an upgrade. So the composure is going to let you down, but that combined with natural low finishing, that is the problem. And he's going to need, at the very least, one upgrade to improve the finishing to a sort of mid-80 standard. That probably won't take the composure to 80, unfortunately, because it's going to go up by 1 in form, which is an 86. From there on, it'll go up 87, 88, and so on. But I like 4-star. 4-star's nice. I like it. His dribbling is really good, and he can hold up the ball well. His strength is enough. His stamina's okay for right now, and of course that will progress as he gets upgrades, or upgrade bare minimum, I would have thought. And his passing is good, so you can use him as a cam. And he's not the slowest player in the world, although he doesn't feel too quick. It's just one of those... He does feel a little bit on the clunkier side, and I think it's the balance. And his finishing lets him down. It's not the worst I've ever seen. I've definitely used players who have been worse. But it needs upgrades, and I'm a little bit erring on the side of how many upgrades can he possibly get. Lazio are in one of those weird groups that it could honestly go completely Pete Tong. At the moment, they haven't lost. They're the only team in the group that haven't lost, if anything. So you'd look at it and think, well, actually, they've got the best chance out of everyone in that group of going through. And they have. Dortmund are in that group, Club Brugge and Zenit, by the way. But the last game they played, they drew 1-1 away to Zenit. So you do have to take into consideration that they may end up going into the Europa League. That would be a fantastic thing to happen, purely for FIFA reasons. Lazio fans, you won't want to hear this, but if they go through to the Europa League, there will be an awful lot of happy FIFA fans out there, because it means that you're likely then to get a very high-rated Correa. In terms of his strength, I do really like him on the ball. I like his 4-star, 4-star. I like his actual strength and his sort of just his body type. You know, high and average body type does give him that sort of... People bounce off him, kind of. You know, he can hold the ball up relatively well. And his short passing is good for a striker. You don't often get that. They've kind of got them the other way around. You know, normally you get like the mid-80s for finishing and the low 80s for passing for a striker. And it's the other way around. But I think you can fix it with a chem style for now. And then hopefully he gets that upgrade. And fingers crossed, no disrespect to Lazio, fingers crossed Club Brugge pull off a masterclass and Lazio end up going to the Europa League so that we can get a good 2, 3, 4 upgrades on this card, bare minimum. That would be brilliant. Honestly, if you went to an 87, which is only 2 upgrades, then, you know, above 80 composure, relatively high shooting, unbelievable dribbling, his balance would be a lot higher, on par with Ronaldo, then we'd be talking. That would be a card. You never know. Let me know what you think of Correa in the comments. Have you completed it? Are you going to complete it? If you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.